In this video, I want to start laying down the foundation as to what the main direction of this project is going to be. In order to present ideas to the world, they have to be formatted within a format that can be distributed to an audience, right? And the timeless format that has always worked is that of a book format, right? Nowadays we have technology like video and audio recordings, they serve the purpose of making these ideas accessible and distributing them to your audience across the internet. But at the end of the day, they always point back to the original source, which is the ideas contained within a book. So a book format is ultimately the main format in which these ideas can best be transmitted, not only to a new audience but to a new generation, right? But in this project, I'm using the format of the internet, or having a website in which to present the foundations, the essence of these ideas, which will take quite some time to unpack. So brace yourselves, because we are beginning a new journey, or a new chapter in the world of discovering the mysteries of this world. So the main sort of thesis within my Lunar Academy, which is the name of the website in which I present these ideas, I have various different formats within that. But the main one, the main course, right? The main thesis is that of the tarot, or the tarot, right? In particularly focusing on the first three cards of the tarot. So that is the central thesis behind this project. So generally, the tarot has been around for quite some time now. No one really knows how it originated. Some may have a thesis that it came from ancient Egyptian culture, right? We have these cards, these decks that are pictorial, that have images that bring forth illuminating insights. It's kind of like it corrects our vision, right? But in order for us to be illuminated by the images of these cards, you need a book that is going to unpack these ideas and make them easy to understand and accessible. So the main thing is to find a genre. I think that's the first central idea that we have to be able to understand, is that genre is the first door, right? Regardless of how deep and profound these ideas may be, we have to find a genre that we find interesting, a format that we find interesting and relevant and appealing, in order to immerse ourselves into these mysteries. So one of the things that I'm trying to do with this project, right, is find a genre in which to present them to a modern audience. And I think I'm going for the fairy tale genre. People usually tend to go for like the darker genre, dark psychology, science fiction, dark science fiction, things that are very dramatic. And that genre is already out there in the world, hence why, the world loves stories like Harry Potter or the author Stephen King, right? Two works that I have not read, right? But then works like Lord of the Rings, which are a bit more magical, they tend to not have as much sort of root within the culture as the other genres. Although Lord of the Rings is one of the all-time best-selling novels, and there's movies about it, but there's also something deep and profound within the Lord of the Rings journey. So, and all of that is contained within the tarot, right? All of those ideas can be sort of condensed and symbolically represented within the tarot. So another field could be, overlaying the tarot with Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, right? Which there probably is something out there in the market, like a Tolkien tarot system, right? So there's quite a lot that we can do, as we can see, right? And for those of us who are immersed in these kinds of worlds, I mean, it's endless. It really is endless. The best way that I can compare it to is to like musicians, right? Musicians who are into their worlds, the possibilities of making music is just endless. And it's fascinating. And those are the kind of worlds that you want to immerse yourself into, something that you go in and you are overwhelmed with the ideas that you can, manifest. But it's just that it's a lot easier to do with music than it is with, philosophy and psychology and theologies. Music is a bit more sort of direct and instantaneous, where you study ideas, you really have to wrestle with these ideas in order for the illumination to come forth. Where in music, if you're a musician, it comes very sort of instantaneously, right? You pick up a new sample library, right, or a new keyboard, and you just start playing with the basic presets, and ideas just start arising from the depths of your mind, from your subconscious, right? Where in works of literature, it's you really have to wrestle with these ideas, and then they'll the value and use and magic arises from within, right? So it's a bit more challenging, right? So that is the general direction in which this project is going. And as you can see, there's so many angles, so many different ways that we can approach this. And if you are an insider, it's a world that you can just endlessly explore. And the idea is to bring others into those worlds, right? Which, exploring the symbolism behind the tarot is just one approach. There's many other approaches out there. But nevertheless, it's kind of like your ticket into these worlds, right? And it gives you access to this world of magic. So that is the general direction of these ideas that are hidden and symbolically hidden within the tarot imagery. There's a lot more that I can say, but I think hopefully this gives us enough information that could give us a nice grounding as to the direction of our tarot exploration.